Now that we are still in our sandbox, we can go to our test email section. And as you can see, this section displays emails which have been sent to both buyer and seller. First, if we check the buyer's email address, which is basically telling you, hello test user, you send a payment of $43.98 to this store, blah, 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 blah. It may take a few moments for this transaction to appear in your account. And obviously all the merchant details and so on. So this is like a test email, which would be sent to you if you were using the production, obviously email and your real email address in order to process the payment. Then obviously sellers as well, the same. You receive the payment from test user and so on. So as you can see the email addresses which would also be delivered to both seller and a buyer. That's one of the things. If you go back to the test accounts section, we can also log into these accounts as if we were using the real accounts. So let's start with the business account. Actually, let's start with the personal, because business we're going to do a few more things there. So if you select the personal account and click Enter Sandbox Test Site, it's pre-populating actually a login screen with this specific email address, so we only have to provide the password and hit login button in order to log in. It all looks like a proper PayPal website, obviously, rather than Sandbox. Here's our balance, which has been reduced because I've already made a few payments, obviously. Transfers, you remember, we put £1,000 balance to start with. I've already made 2 transactions, so you have all of the details of the specific transaction. Obviously, if you click on details link here, you can see who we sent the money to, how much was it, for what items, and so on, taxed, and so on. So this is how it works. So if we now log out of this one, which is most probably going to log us out from the this account as well if we were about to refresh. But now if we go to the business one, select the business one and click on Enter Sandbox Test Site. Obviously we need to log in as well. Okay, so now we are logged in. We see how much money we got already. Our balance to start with, we've requested £100 to be on the account. We had already 2 transactions to our account, so 2 payments have been completed. We have issue refund if you would like to issue the refund for the transaction, obviously, and we have several different options. If we go to our profile page, click on the profile link rather than on any of the options in the drop-down menu. If you click on the profile, now if we scroll down and have a look at our custom pages, custom payment pages section, if we click on this link, you can see we have default page at the moment. If you remember, inside of our PayPal class, we have page style property. So this is where we can actually create a new one. If we we need to go to this one. We've logged in. Okay, so we want to add a new one. If we click on Add button, and now let's obviously, if you have a logo hosted somewhere, you can provide the full URL to this logo here. We don't have any, obviously, so we won't be bothered with this. Now, cards, area, gradient, color. This is where you can play with the colors and all sorts of things. Actually, header, image URL, and so on. So let's just change the header background color to whatever color we currently have on the website, which is basically like black one, I think. If you use our Fireback, have a look at the background color is 111111, basically. So if we go back, header background color, let's actually use 111 rather than triple. Use 6 digits. Actually, we don't use a pound, the hash symbol here. Header border color, let's use the same color. Background color, the same. We can preview the page. Enhance checkout, let's choose. Oops, we've got some problems here again with PayPal. So let's go back to the page, preview classic checkout. Can we preview it? Those are gonna be problems as well. Some error. Paste as default page cannot be edited, replaced, or removed. Oh, yes, of course, because we haven't changed the name of the template. So let's choose it test for now. And if we preview it this time, in the standard, as you can see, the color has changed. The only the content is gonna stay on the white background, standard paper white background. If we wanted to provide some image here, we can go and basically provide this URL as well. Inside of one of this header image, then we have logo image as well, card area, gradient, color, and so you can play with all these details. So let's save it for now, so that we have this test page style, and basically copy the name, go back to our editor, and rather than null, let's just put this test inside of the single quote.